So we're here on Ossett United TV with manager Grant Black. Grant, a 2-0 defeat at home to Carlton Town. Disappointing afternoon. What were your thoughts on the game?
I think obviously after sort of coming into it, only losing 1 in 5 games, confidence were high. Listen, Carlton are a good team. I think if they win the games in hand, they were top of league. So by no stretch of imagination was today ever going to be an easy game. They're really good at what they do. I thought we started slow, but weathered the first 15 minutes where they really came at us, and obviously you weather that, and then I thought we got on top a little bit in the first half and created a couple of decent chances, going in at 0-0. Obviously I had to shuffle it around because Derry had got a yellow card up against a really quick winger, so we swapped him and TJ around. Obviously TJ is a right back, so we put Derry into the middle to avoid getting another booking potentially. So then we rejigged it a little bit in that way, but that obviously had no influence on the game at that regard. And then, like I said, I thought we started well the second half. Again, with first 15 minutes, we whipped 3 or 4 great balls across the 6-yard box, and obviously not got anyone on end of it. Some good set pieces that we put in there that we didn't obviously finish. And then obviously we've conceded. We make the change for Derry Robson to come off, and asking TJ if he's all right because he'd hurt his shoulder. He said he were all right, and then obviously we in 30 seconds of bringing Derry off, and TJ goes down and says he has to come off. So then we have to shuffle the pack again and obviously change. Paddy comes on and Jacob goes to right back, and obviously we're disjointed for that minute that the change happened, and the throw-in comes in, and obviously we don't get out quick enough to him, and then we switch off for the late runner and they score a goal, and then you're chasing the game and trying to put 5 and 6 up front to try and get something out of it, and then obviously get done the second one where he dances past 3 or 4 and scores a good goal. But I think we should obviously make a stronger tackle before that. So you come off and you think we've not been at his best with the ball for definite, but probably should have been coming off with a point, which I think would have been a good point against a very good Carlton team. So I think we have to get better at, if we're not playing well with the ball, we have to say, look, we come off with a minimum, we keep a clean sheet. But at the minute, I think we're consistent at being inconsistent. We've got individuals who are either a 10 out of 10 or a 2 out of 10, and at the minute there's no consistency in that really, where you can sort of pick a team confidently knowing that everybody's, if we have a bad game, we're 8s and 7s. So it's something we've got to address mentally as a team, as players, and obviously maybe bring people in who have more of a consistency, just 7s all the time rather than world beaters and one week and not the next. So yeah, I think that's the focus, is we've got to get consistent, but at the end of the day, to be consistent, you've got to have them kind of players, and obviously they cost money, and it's hard to get that consistency, and I think that's why everybody's at this level, is because we're probably not consistent, managers, players, everything, I think. So disappointing to lose the game, but like I said, they're a very good team, a team that can go top of league if they win the games in hand. So there's no disgrace in getting beat to Carlton, but I think we should have come off with the minimum of a point today and dusted ourselves off going into Friday. But like I said, we'll train Tuesday, and hopefully get a good reaction from the boys, which they've done over the last, like I said, 4 or 5 games. If we can get on another run of losing 1 in 5, which will be the aim again, and we try and be positive, then that's what we'll do. But listen, we are where we are. I think we're 3 points off 11th, which would be a good position to be in at this moment in time for us as a club. So glass half full, half empty, I suppose. It depends who you are really, but yeah, we'll go again Friday.
Okay, you obviously talked there about consistency. I just want to really give you a bit of a stat here, Grant, and it's by no means a dig at you or your management team whatsoever, but you guys came in around the middle of October last year. We won at home on the 1st of October last year under the previous management. Since then, we've beat Tadcaster 4-1 at the end of December. Bridlington, I think 2-1 at the start of January. But we've won 2 home games in over 12 months. Is that a stat you were aware of? Is that something that, in which case, will need to be addressed quickly?
I don't think it's a stat that we can that needs to be addressed. It's obviously it's like you say, it's where we're at. I think if you listen, Brownie said it before the game. To be fair, I think if you're interested in stats, and obviously you are, you can look at the away stat and say probably we've took more points as a group from away games than any other team over the last probably 12 months. I don't think we've been here 12 months, but however it is.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Yes.
But yeah, listen, nobody likes getting beat, and especially you want to make your own ground, a fortress where people don't want to come and don't want to play, and we want to be positive. And for some reason, like you said, we're better away from home than we are at home. That's 100%. You're absolutely right with that one. I don't know if it's a mentality thing. Obviously, I don't know if it's that the players play with more fear at home because the minute they get a pass away, they're getting booed off and stuff like that. I don't know. There's no excuses, but obviously there's a mental thing, and that's obviously something we spoke about. We spoke about before the game today about wanting to make it a tough place to come and putting his away form into his own form. So it's something that we have addressed and we have talked about as a group, as a management team, and like you say, it's sort of it's putting your finger on it, but I think it's just it's a mental thing in regards to the players sort of maybe not enjoying the pressure that they play under at home. You go away from home, and there's not many people there in regards to your own fans that'll sort of listen. It's a young team, I suppose. I'll go back to last year, but it's a young team, and some of them maybe, like you say, struggle with the criticism and the atmosphere or whatever they get when they're not, or when the team's not playing particularly well. But listen, they're all things to look at. But the top and bottom of it is that we just haven't been good enough in certain games to get 3 points. I think we've drawn a lot of games, and I don't think we've lost all of them home games that we've just talked about in the last 12 months. But it's definitely a something that we want to improve on, and like you said, whether that's us who does it or whether someone else comes in and takes over and does it, and they have another go at bringing another person in to try and improve that, then that's, like I say, that's up to the club to decide on as we move forward. But in regards to us, listen, we expect to win and want to win every game, whether it's home or away. So yeah, it's a tough one to answer really in regards to why. It's the same players, the same team, the same, can go away to Concert and go away to teams that we shouldn't be beating away from home and win, and then obviously not. But again, it's the consistency thing, innit? It's like you say, I think it's just that there is none at the minute, so it's something we've got to look at and address and try and address. But like I said, there's a reason that we're at the level we're at, and it's because consistency is the most hardest thing to get. If players had that every week and we had it every week, we'd be managing at an higher level and they'd be playing at an higher level. So it's one of them. It's like you say, it's frustrating to lose at home. Like I say, we don't want to lose games wherever we are, but at home is obviously more frustrating. We want to get crowds up, we want to get people through gate, and if they're not sort of getting 3 points at home, then it obviously it has an impact. We're not daft, we know that, but I don't think anyone can put it down to a lack of effort or a lack of desire or a lack of willingness to win and to want to perform at home. It's just somewhere where I think maybe some of the players find it difficult, and like I said, that's for us to either persevere with them and help them along to get into them mentally about that, or potentially bring players in that can deal with the negativity and the sort of that side of the game when they're under cosh at home, because like I say, there's some. If you're a bad side, you're just a bad side home and away. We're not that.
No.
So there's something, like I said, something mentally in regards to why we're not performing at home. But like I said, it's something that we talked to the players about. They ain't got any answer in regards to that they feel any different. I just think, like I say, it's just, you know, it's just one of them things, and hopefully, like I say, we'll turn it around as quick as we can, and obviously try and improve on them stats.
Okay, Grant, well, thank you for answering such a difficult question. Appreciate that. Difficult times today, obviously, but we go again Friday, and good luck against Brighouse.
Cheers.
Thank you.